Alcohol. Everybody likes a little tipple, maybe. At the end of a gig, you just want to relax, sit down and have a pint, or you want to calm your nerves before a performance and have a quick swig. That's what we talk about today in this tutorial for artist development for Open Mic UK. Now, a nice cold beverage, a nice soothing drink at the end of a gig, a nice way to celebrate or to calm your nerves might sound great, but does alcohol have an effect on your voice? In fact, is there a best alcohol for singers? Are some drinks better and some drinks you should avoid entirely? The bottom line on this is that alcohol can have a severe impact on your voice. It leaves your vocals raspy, dry, cracked. It can also impair some of the aspects of your performance. Now, some drinks are less damaging, but we suggest avoiding them before performances. Now, alcohol can be abrasive against your throat, causing a chemical irritation with your voice box. Drinking heavily over an extended period of time can cause serious damage and may even result in a loss of voice. Does alcohol make my voice raspy? Well, yes. If you drink an excessive amount of alcohol, it irritates and exacerbates issues within your throat. Severe irritation can even create laryngitis, resulting in longer, extended periods of voice loss. Your vocal folds will need proper hydration to look after you, look after your voice, and help you perform at optimal peak performance. A dry mouth, a dry throat certainly doesn't help you. It can cause issues with your nerves, it can cause issues with your performance. It even inhibits your vocal folds from vibrating properly, which can limit your range, maybe even straining your voice and leaving it cracked. Alcohol can also produce more mucus, which means that you have to clear your voice more often. It can muffle your sound, and the last thing you want to do in the middle of performance is clear your throat out. It can also take as much as 6 to 7 hours to rehydrate after alcohol drinking, especially after heavy drinking sessions. The effects of a hangover can knock you off your A game for even longer than that. So do you really need to drink that much? Do you really need to drink at all? Not to mention there are negative effects directly on the singer. Numbness, dehydration, loss of coordination, slurred speech, which after all, if that's the thing that you're making noise out of, you don't want to slur your performance. Low mood, anxiety, when the buzz wears off, you kind of feel a bit different. It can aggravate reflux and it can reduce your precision, your focus, your aim, your planning. Now, there are two classes of alcohol that I would suggest to you, some to avoid and some to drink in moderation. Wine is not a good choice for performers. Wine's packed with preservatives but will dry out your throat and even change the sound of your voice. Now, there are different alcohol contents to wine, but if you're switching from the harsher, higher content to the sweeter, lower content, even sugar has a threat on your voice. Beer comes with a host of negatives. Beer is acidic, which will generate additional mucus. This can interfere with the stickiness of your vocal cords and even your breathing. The alcohol content can dry up your throat and shrivel up your vocal cords, making it sound far from its best. Cocktails, why don't we get one of those things with the little umbrellas? These are definitely a no-go for singers. The combination of sugary syrups, fruity flavours and alcohol is a nightmare. The sugar increases phlegm, generates a huge sugar crash, can change your mood. The fruit juice can create acid reflux, which once again messes with your throat. And then you've got the kick of the alcohol, which once again has the problem where it's intermingling and causing the same effects of dehydration. Not to mention that all of these sugary things and fruit juice speed up the absorption into your bloodstream, which can make you hit that drunken state much quicker, which then has that negative effects of the numbness and the miscoordination. Now, alcohol to have in moderation. Things like port. It's a local remedy that can soothe your throat. Although it is an alcoholic drink, it's not as damaging as others, seemingly having medicinal effects with the whole soothing. The sip of port before a performance has been told to give a little bit of heat to kind of soothe a strained voice beforehand, help ease that sore throat before a performance. Whiskey. It is said that Frank Sinatra had a whiskey every day and helped him hit those high notes. While this might not be correct, because alcohol tends to dry out your throat and lower your vocal range, whiskey can help clear your throat. And some singers suggest that it gives you a deliberately rough, gravelly tone. Brandy. It's considered a medical ailment, very much like port. It has an anti-inflammatory effect on your vocal cords, can help boost your immune system, fight off a cough or soothe a cough, as it adds a, once again, like porter, an edge of warmth to the vocal cords. Vodka. Now, this one is a weird one for me. It has fewer additives than most other alcohol. It has stress-relieving qualities that can reduce anxiety, in your brain, helping you settle your nerves before a performance, you know, just get you in the zone or just chill. However, remember, mixing vodka with any like sweet or fizzy substances can kind of counteract this point, so it needs to be neat if you're going to do it. So brandy, whiskey, vodka, port, and maybe gin are the better alternatives if you truly want to have a drink. However, alcohol is not your best friend as a singer, no matter what quantities you happen to be in. It's better to hydrate with things like tea, in which if you want more help with teas, I've done a video here, and there's a playlist on artist development tutorials here. Subscribe for more tips, and I'll see you soon.